In this video, I'm going to talk about your boxing stance, how to move side to side, and also at the end of this video, I'm going to give you guys a boxing tip for if you're an amateur fighter and you're making your first fight. So let's get started with your boxing stance. Okay, so there's two different stances you can be. You can either be an orthodox or you can be a southpaw. Okay, so if you're an orthodox, that means you ride with the right hand. So you want your left foot in the lead and your left hand in the lead. If you're a southpaw, that means you ride with your left hand, but then you want your right hand in the lead. So there again, ready. So if I'm orthodox, my jab is going to be my left hand. If I'm southpaw, my jab is going to be my right hand. And those are your boxing stance. Once you get more experience, you can switch. You can be orthodox and you can be southpaw. But if you're a beginner, I recommend you stick to the one that you know, whether you're right with the left or you're right with the right. Okay, now we're moving on to the second thing. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how to move side to side. So get in your boxing stance. Remember, every time you're moving to the left, you want to push off with your back foot, your right leg. So you want to push off with your back leg to move you to the side. Move you to the side. Now when you're going to the right, you want to push off with your front leg, your left leg to move you to the right. Boom. Push your arm down here is pushing off. Ready? Now we're going again to the left, pushing off with your back leg. Now when I'm going to the right, I'm pushing off with my front leg, my left leg. And now if you want to shuffle, like you're shuffling around the ring or you just want to shuffle around the bag, it's the same movement, but now you're going a little bit faster. You're just shuffling. Just shuffling, that's all it is. Easy movements. Shuffling, shuffling, shuffling. So that's how I move side to side. It's similar to stepping in and stepping back, because when you're stepping in, you're pushing off with your back leg, and when you're stepping back, you're pushing off with your front leg. So with all these movements, all you're doing is pushing off with whichever leg you're moving towards. Okay. Now moving on to the last thing, boxing tip. Okay, so if you're a beginner, you're making your first fight, remember, it's you and your opponent. If you give your opponent a standing eight count, or if he gives you a standing eight count, remember, so if you give your opponent a standing eight count, you always want to go to the neutral corner. I see a lot of fighters waste time because they just stand and then the ref tells them, no, you got to go to the neutral corner. So you always want to remember, every time you give someone a standing eight count, you want to go to the neutral corner. To save time, don't let your opponent recover. Okay, so now let's say you're on the other end of that. Now you get the standing eight count, alright? So if you get the standing eight count, if you're just over here bumping down, like swinging your gloves and you're all mad, the ref's going to keep counting, he's going to be, hey, are you okay? You're okay, you're ready to continue. So every time you have your hands down and you look bummed out, that shows them that weakness, you're showing weakness. Sometimes the ref will stop the fight. That's happened to me. I was mad, I had my hands to the ground. When you get an 8 count, you always want to have your hands right by your face and then, I'm ready to go. Fine, let's go. Tell the ref that, he sees that, and he'll let you go even faster. So those are two things that you need to know. When you get someone to stand an 8 count, go to the neutral corner. Don't waste any time, don't let your opponent recover. Now if you get it, stand an 8 count, just hold your hands up right by your face and say that you're ready to go, and let's get this show going. So that's the boxing tip. You're making your first fight. I got lots of more tips for you guys. So make sure you tune in. Let's get it.